got the fleetest steeds in all of Skyrim. None of them's older than 9. Now the horse I got for sale is... We've taken to calling her Queen Alfsigar. Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. Suit yourself. Ride strong.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Man like you needs a war horse, I reckon.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you. What do you need? Need supplies?
What is it?
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Greymane or Battleborn? Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battle... New in town, huh? Whiterun's got 2 clans. Difference is, the Greymanes turned their backs on the Empire, and we Battleborn. So I'll ask again, Greymane or Battleborn? Sooner or later, we all have to choose a side.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl. Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time. Thanks. Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go... The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress. But you're probably more interested in Jorrvaskr, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are the finest weapons and armor. Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Take a look. Don't forget to I don't claim to be... Blades, helmets, Pretty much anything to suit your needs. All right, then. Have you met my father? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs. Until next time.
I work for Belethor at the General Goods.
I ain't done nothing. Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Then we got nothing more to talk about. Sure, whatever.
Well met, Traveler. What brings you to Whiterun? Truly? By sure, this city could use... Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. Aye, that I do. Our family, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. If by work, you mean the most important, you'll want the Bannered Mare. But mind the bard, Mikael. Man gives bards. We Nords have a long... But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the Bannered Mare from Hulda. Before my ma and Da passed, I told them that I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. You'd do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain and about the same as everyone else. They're the catfolk. Way I hear it, elsewhere ain't nothing like Skyrim. Yeah, these Khajiit make a living traveling. It's got to be tough. Skyrim's worst thing is, nobody wants them in the cities. Reputation mostly. A lot of Khajiit turn to a few bad apples spoil the bunch. You know how it is. Farewell.
And your tongue sharper.
Come to chat with an old woman, Do your good deed for the day.
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
I work for Belethor at the General Goods store.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days?
I mostly deal with petty thievery and
Success.
drug and
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler. Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, interesting. On the one hand, supplies are hard, but on the other, all that matters is that I have what you need. Isn't it obvious? Why, the wonderful weather, not to mention my great fun. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen... Take a look. come back. I'd even buy... Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Remember, I'll give you the best deal.
Foolish old woman.
Got something to say?
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son?
Those green apples you
What
sold
of
me the other
Thorald?
day were delicious.
Is he nothing?
Aren't they?
So don't talk to
I always
me
set
about
some aside for
suffering.
myself for the traders bring
finest
along.
cuts,
Never
fresh from the
accept
wilds.
his death.
I'm sure you could charge
My
double
son
for those
still
and still
lives.
sell
I
them all
feel
within
it
a
in
week.
my heart.
Right.
So tell me,
We'll have to remember
Battleborn,
that the next
where
time
is
I
he?
get a shipment.
Where are you holding my Thorald?
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, Cowl. Your stupid son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
The venison stew that I want to try out. Will you have venison anytime soon?
Certainly. I'll be sure to bring some back for you the next time I go hunting.
Make it quick.
Be careful.
Stew it for
Old friend, patron of the great clan Bat. Just one more thing the Grey Manes want to blame. It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name? Money, you laggard. What else? The Grey Manes have deep roots in Whiterun. But, oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride and all. We've got the same pride, same honor, and we've got wealth. No wonder they envy us. Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's a wonder they don't... It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of Whiterun's old... But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling. Battleborn is a name out of legend, sung in the... For Clan Battleborn, they cry in the mead halls. For we've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Aye, and buxom women to war. Now, if that don't answer your question, then no words will.
The finest cuts.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorald. They say that he was killed, but I know those Battleborn. They're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. I just know it. I can feel it, and please visit me at my home. I can tell you the whole story.
I spend a lot
Finest
of time
cuts,
at the market
fresh
stalls
from the
so I
wild.
can learn the
Oh
merchant
yes.
trade.
Hunting is
You
my...
more
That's why my
experienced
brother and
than
I
you
opened a
in
shop
some
to sell
way.
hunting supplies. He tends the store, and I've got this stall. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Good hunting.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat. Wait, I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. They'll never understand. No amount of... Right now, all that matters is my daughter Mila. No man's going to get between me and my little girl.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
I'm the commander of the guard here in Whiterun.
Name's Ulfrina? And why shouldn't I? Just because I'm a Grey Mane doesn't mean I...
Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
Ah, hello, my Khajiit friend. In the market for some hunting supplies? Yes, I hear that question often. My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated. He shot an arrow that pierced my... well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for... Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl... What are you hunting? Never mind. I don't want to know. Thank you. Much for your business.
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my art. I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red. After all, where is the value in creating art? If you change your mind, seek me out here.
You'd be surprised how much work it is selling things in stall. It's not all standing around and chatting.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff? Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started. I'll start round one. Down the hatch. Your turn. One down, my friend. One... And another one for me.
Sadia, dear?
Yes, Mom?
And how about you? So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things.
Course, Mom.
Tell you what, one... Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great... Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer. Of course. You don't remember getting it. I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple. Oh, I'd love to help you figure it out, but I'm so busy cleaning up the mess you... Now, if you were to help tidy up and perhaps apologize afterwards, I might be able to help you. Talk to me again when you've cleaned up your mess. Oh, now, if you were to help tidy up and perhaps apologize afterwards, I might be able to help you. Dibella teaches love and compassion, but that doesn't mean we're just going to pick up your mess, then apologize. And if we think you're sincere, we'll consider lending you aid.
guys you sold me the other day work tonight?
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win? Well, come back when you do, my friend. Come back when you do.
If it's work you're looking... Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Now please, no more questions.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires? I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all... It's part of the Temple of Kynareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. The companions in Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in... Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard. I should have get... You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. Take a look. Need anything else? Just let me know.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is. The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a headmistress. Well, more. I'm a bard. Trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about a... Sure. What can I do for you? Some parting advice? Women, love...
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. And why not? I could beat anyone in this city. 100 gold says I knock your hide to the ground. Just fists. No weapons, no magic, no crying. Let's go. Come on. Never should have come here. Damn you.
Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up!
No!
Help! Somebody, help!
God damn you! That the best you can do? I will destroy you! Ah!
This is a road to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials.
I'm getting out of here.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I
will.
Ragnar the Red.
Hey, what's
This
it?
is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red. We drink to our youth today.
Now that's what I call a punch. You got me. You're no liar. Best fight I've had in years. There you are. If you ever need another blade at your side, just ask. Wouldn't mind seeing how you handle a few trolls. You're someone who can get things done. I like that. The heat, that, and a true Nord never... You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a... I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Good. Chat time's over.
If you need more food or drink, speak to Hulda. Now please, no more questions.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red, who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Oh, did you need something?
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that thieves' den. I can't stop now, and I can't get the sword on my own.
So you're willing to starve your wife and daughter to reclaim some rusty old sword?
I just need to hire one, maybe two good men. You won't starve.
I'll put it plainly. You can claim your sword, or you can keep your wife. If you set foot outside that gate, I won't be here when you return.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let it gather dust in some... I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby. But I'm no fool. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, I'm not. Looks like we've got... No, I'm a Redguard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I can teach you a few things. I can teach you a few things. If you find that sword, please. Saphir!
I just want to go home and read.
I don't have any money. You better give me 5 seconds.
Nothing like a good adventure or
Bloody your
romance to lose yourself in.
10 seconds tomorrow, baby Battleborn. Or I'm gonna bloody your nose and your lip.
No, please! I really don't have any money.
I import books whenever I
I'll
can.
give you 10 seconds
Most
tomorrow.
Nord
Just
works
don't
are
hit me.
too bawdy and violent.
Sometimes
for
I
my
miss the
taste.
soldier's life.
What are
When
you
I hold
looking
my
at?
daughter in
I'm
my
not
arms.
afraid of you, you know.
I
It's
know
no
I'm
Even
fun
if you
getting
wanna
pushed
help.
around all the time. Well, I used to sneak out at night and try to tip over the... And me and Mila used to climb up on the roof of But I don't do that stuff anymore. Father keeps catching me and then I get in trouble. Alright then.
Boys, girls, dogs, elders. There's nobody I won't fight. I work with my mother. Hey, watch it. Fun most days, but hard work. Did you know there are some fruits that actually grow better in the cold weather?
Excuse me, but I'm trying to read. My daughter Braith says I read too much. Play with me, Mother. Girls need to learn how to take care of themselves.
My friend Olava, the seer, she says things will get better.
Looking for my husband Nazim? Check the Jarl's backside. That's usually where he stuffs. Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you
Need
treat
something?
your wife with the respect she deserves.
Welcome, child. The Gildergreen, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cut. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. Trees like... I think if we had some of the sap from the pear... But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any... If you want to help, you'll need something to cut... You'll have to deal with the Hag-Ravens. I've heard about... It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's wind. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
My body burns.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filth? It's an old tree, very old. They say it was a seedling. The sap is precious. It can restore barren fields or bring life to rock. Indeed. The temple here in the city, the goddess's divine blessings have no... After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and... Somewhat, yes. At first, it seemed that when the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, as more of the sick and injured came to the temple, I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more. May Kinnereth's wind blow you to fortune.
Are you married? You look the type. Make sure you treat your wife with the respect she deserves.
Yeah?
Pain is so great.
So sick. Can hardly stand it.
God bless you, healer.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Averstein, put that down. He's here to help us find Thorold.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here.
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help? I know that Thorald's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping... Those damned Battleborns. They know something. There's gotta be something in that house. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help. Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get... But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it.
Please, anything you can do to help me find my Thorold. My husband Eorlund tends the Skyforge up at Jorvaskr. You should ask him about his work. It's the only... Well, that and maybe those stuck-up... Head up the steps from the market and look to your right. Can't... He's my son. It's hardly a secret. Thorald did worse. He took action against the Empire, and the Battleborns knew it. You
Best
take care of
if
yourself.
you didn't.
Mister, could you spare a coin? Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart. It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much. Bye.
terrible and powerful Talos. Your unworthy servants give praise, for only through your grace and... You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right. Oh, yes. He agreed to banish the word. Well, I call it blasphemy. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil is a long way. Let them come. I have no fear, for Talos is my ally. Hello, my friend. If in mortal life, Talos was a Nord. Talos mastered the power of... in southern lands, he was known by the name Tiber Septim. So great was his reign in life. When he has... If you want to know more, I'm sure you can find any and deserve our praise you do, for we are one.
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Damn those Greymanes to oblivion. They want to back the Stormcloaks, they'll get what's coming to them. He fought on the wrong side, and he paid for it. That's all I have to say. Haven't you heard it by now? He made the mistake of supporting the Stormcloaks, and it cost him. Bitter news for his family, but a fate they should have expected. Long live the Empire.
Once I've made enough money trading with the Khajiit caravans, I'm going to buy the Bannered Mare from Holga.
I might just be a servant among
Ain't
those.
nobody
Don't
high and
think
mighty
for a
in these
moment
halls.
Well, there's no telling.
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruuf is not receiving visitors. Well, that explains why the guards let you in. Come on then. The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forth. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute. Especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains...
It's a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. Here, take this as a small... There is another thing you could... Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these
Ain't nobody
dragons
high and mighty in these halls,
rumors.
except
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. From Adrian? Ah, this must be that weapon for the Jarl. Poor girl. Thank you. Please, take these few coins for services rendered. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Don't you go
Divines
tracking
bless
your
you.
boots
May
on
the
my
ground...
clean floor.
Well, there are 3 of them. The Plains District is so named because it's the close... Most of the city's residents live in the... Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. That is an old tale, but well known to those of us who serve in the... Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the Nords, Olaf One-Eye. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon culminated in a mighty Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun. And so, from that time until this, our great keep has been called Dragon's Reach. Ah, splendid. Our fine city, the history of Whiterun begins with Jorrvaskr, the Hall of the Companion. As time passed, a thriving community sprang. Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without boast that it is the greatest city in all the holds. If there's any more I can help you with, just let me know.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must. Yes, I could use someone to... Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may... Straight to the point, eh? No need for tedious house. I, learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind.
Wait for me. Farengar.
Not now. Not now.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
Not
Enjoy
now.
Your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Not now.
Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this... You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with... But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in... As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are... And please, accept this gift from my personal armory. There's no time to stand on ceremony,
I would very much
my
like
friend.
to see this dragon.
I need your... No. I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons. Now, if you don't mind, one last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution. I'll see you at the Watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of... Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. Sadly, no. My work affords me few up. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach. What a fascinating conversation that would be. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? As long as I'm left alone to pursue my... Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should come to Dragon's... I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise if the hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical... Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day.
Help Irileth kill this dragon before it can attack Whiterun. There's no time to lose.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home. Well, there are 3 of them, arranged in 3 tiers, as you may have noticed. Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Ain't nobody high and mighty in these halls, except in the Jarl. Oh, and don't you forget.
I might just be a servant among lords, but... Don't... think for a... I don't take my duties as seriously as the Jarl himself takes his.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks.
I envy you. Take a look. You know, if you've got the aptitude. You should join the mages. In Winterhold.
The guards in Dragon Street say you aided the yard. Half of Whiterun, I think. have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now get lost.
We will be back. This is not over. You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. You will pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She is likely not using her true name. We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you... It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in this city.